For the last 2 decades, Germany has been synonymous in Europe with economic stability and prudence. Now, an energy crisis provoked by war in Ukraine is joining with persistent inflation to threaten the stability that some had come to take for granted.
The war in the Ukraine and the energy crisis has hit Germany particularly hard because Germany is very dependent on the import of fossil fuels. Prices have exploded. With high energy prices, the German economy now is sliding into recession.
It has been small and medium enterprises that have driven Germany's growth in recent history. In 2020, they accounted for over half of all employment in the country. Now it is those same businesses that are threatened.
The biggest challenges we face right now are the uncertainty of soaring energy prices and raising inflation and maybe blackouts in the winter. Energy prices gone up for 30% so far. So we expect maybe they can go another 100%, but it depends on the winter and how the politics solve the problems.
Consumers are just as affected, meaning that business owners cannot simply pass on rising costs.
We try to reduce costs and to still welcome all the customers, but of course if you raise more the prices you have less customers.
The German government has announced several large packages of assistance for businesses and consumers, but the fundamental changes brought about by the war in Ukraine mean that Germany's biggest challenges are yet to come.
The bigger challenge is not the next 1 year, as difficult as it may be, it's more the next 5 to 10 years, because Germany has to undergo a massive economic transformation in many dimensions. Companies in Germany, they basically have to face the challenge of how to deal with the massive competitive disadvantage compared to companies in the US or China or Korea, which don't have the same increase in energy costs as German companies have.
Economists estimate that a family with an annual income of €40,000 will face an extra €5,000 in energy costs alone, meaning that it will be those on low and middle incomes that will bear the brunt of these challenges.
Every business is challenging, but if it's not running, then I close the business, do something else. But it would be a pity for the employees, because we have about 20 employees, and for them it's they're earning for the family. So it's quite important to continue business.
As autumn turns to winter, Germany faces a more uncertain future than it has for many years. Jacob Russell for VOA News, Berlin, Germany.